Hey guys, today I'm going to show you my process on shooting a beautiful, beautiful time lapse. These are the equipment that you need. One is a stable tripod, so the heavier it is, the less prone it is to winds and things like that that may shake the camera. Two is a camera, preferably full frame, so you get best image quality. Today I'm using Sony a7 Mark III. Number three is a lens to go with the camera. Generally, if you're in an apartment and you want to see a lot of the view, you want to go wide angle, if not the standard focal length. Today I use a 50mm f1.4 because I want to zoom in on a particular part. You can also use a 35, 24, 18, 14, depending on what you want to show and depending on how far the distances that you want to shoot. Number four is you need an ND filter. So what an ND filter does is that it really darkens the image, and you can reduce your shutter speed to a lot slower than what it actually is. So if you look at this, if you're trying to shoot on ISO 100 to get the best image quality, you at f1.4 or at f5.6, you still have a very high shutter speed, like 250, could be 1000. But if you use an ND filter, it really darkens the image that you're capturing, and then you can use shutter speeds like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, things like that. And when you have longer shutter speeds, it creates more motion blur. So that's the main reason of doing that. So you can create more motion blur in your time lapse. Fifth thing that you need to create a nice time lapse is the editing software. So you shoot all the photos in RAW, right? So you shoot about 300, 400, depending on how long of a clip you like. I think I did about, let's see, 15 seconds. I did 400 images at 25 frames a second, so 25 pictures in 1 second, which gives me about 15 seconds of video footage. So yeah, you need to have a photo program. Today I use Lightroom. You basically edit one picture, you copy that exact setting, apply it to all the images, and then you export it at full size quality. After that's done, you open your video program. Today I'm using Final Cut. You open the program, you create a project file at 6000 by 4000 pixels because I want the biggest resolution, and because I was shooting photos to create the time lapse, the resolution is not 1080p, which is 1920 by 1080, or it's not 4K as well, which is 3820 something by however pixels. It's 6000 by 4000. So I create a project file 6000 by 4000 and attach all the pictures into that file. And then you basically just change each of the picture to 1 frame a second. So you just control all, click the duration, and then press 1, enter, and then all the images will be basically at 1 frame a second, and you get your 15-second clip depending on how many frames a second is your project file. This one I did 25 frames a second at 6000 by 4000 pixels, which is, I'm not sure what that is. Is that 8K, 10K? But it's a lot of quality. So what you're gonna see is the 10K or the time lapse at 4K quality, and yeah, maybe it might look sharper at 4K, so we'll see what happens. After that, you export it and you are done. You create a very, very beautiful time lapse. After all that, it's done. Hope you guys really enjoyed that video. Let's just summarize the things that you need: tripod, camera, lens, ND filter, photo editing software, video editing software. Done. Enjoy, see you next time.